This is the most challenging stage, I promise you, in this whole process. And it's being able to prepare for interviews, being able to position yourself, being able to leverage your existing experiences, your existing achievements, and tell the story in such a way that it aligns with the recruiters or the hiring manager's expectation. Because in most cases, we all have experiences, but we don't know how to tell the story. We don't know how to bring those experiences to life. And sometimes, because I've conducted loads of interviews, and sometimes this is the difference between the person that gets the job and the person that does not get the job. The person that gets the job may not even have as much experience as the person that does not get the job, but the way they tell their story is a lot better. And easily that resonates with the hiring manager and influences the hiring manager's decision. So that's what this is all about. But the good news is that with artificial intelligence, you can leverage artificial intelligence to effectively prepare for your interviews, and not just prepare for the interviews, but to ace the interviews as well, because what it will give you is a set of solid, preempt the questions that you'll be asked during the interview, first of all. But in addition to that, it will also give you sample responses, which you can build on and leverage. And we do have some prompts for this as well. So what are some of the questions I might be asked for this job title? Just to keep it simple, let's say Scrum Master, and use the job description below as reference. So let's go back to the job description we used, which is this one. And we're trying to find out what are some of the questions that we might be asked at this interview, right? And then you say abracadabra, sorry, you hit the send button. I'm just joking with the abracadabra thing. So once you hit the send button, it would generate a couple of answers for you, or a couple of potential questions that you can be asked. Now, there are two things you can do at this point, because it's giving you everything, like literally everything. General and behavioral questions, technical and role-specific questions, questions related to skill and qualification. Now, don't forget, this is not generic to the Scrum Master role. This is specific to the job description, which is the game-changing effect. And then scenario-based questions. So these are scenarios that you may have encountered as a Scrum Master, and that they may ask you about during this interview. Honestly, looking at this list of questions, I promise you, if you're prepared for every single one of them, you will not get caught off guard during the interview. Now, the preparation side is a different thing, but believe it or not, ChatGPT has the capability to give you answers as well, right? So why don't we copy the second part of this prompt, because it's in two parts, and paste it in. So the first one was, give us a list of possible questions. And it gave us this long list. Because it's too long, why don't we ask ChatGPT to generate answers or sample responses for the scenario-based questions above? So can you generate sample answers for not each of the interview questions, but for the scenario-based questions above, right? Because straight away, you're having a conversation with ChatGPT. So they're going to pick up these three questions. And let's see what it does. Boom. So it gives you the first one. It gives you the answer. It gives you the second one. It gives you the answer. It will give you the third one. It will give you the answer. This is where you now take these questions and responses and tailor it to your individual situation, individual profile, individual experiences, your experiences, your person, right? You tailor it to your person and take full advantage of you don't need to do this heavy lifting. It takes a while for us to, like, I remember way back when I started, there was no hope of anything like ChatGPT. You had to spend days just thinking about these scenarios to come up with related scenarios, to come up with specific scenarios that you can use. And even at that, it had to undergo continuous refinement. So you go for an interview, you don't do well, you have to refine, you have to refine, you have to refine. But now you have a blueprint that you just need to tailor to your individual profile, which is just simply amazing. This is the reason why I strongly believe that with ChatGPT, anybody that wants to make that transition, anybody that wants to secure a six-figure tech job will be able to secure a six-figure tech job.